Hi, Daniel Hayes, Video Blog 44. I'm going to talk about a couple of things that I do in my business. A couple of things. We don't have buyer's agents, we don't do any cross-selling, and we don't have a stock run. I disagree with those three things. I never liked it as a selling agent, and for the last 4 years as a business owner, I've never embraced or encouraged any of those things. One is because those things don't add up. Those things are in offices, a high volume, a high performance office. You don't have time to do that stuff. A good office has a number of agents that are all managing their own stock, and a good agent is going to run the stock the way they want to run it. My job is to give them a platform to reach their full potential, to do it the way they want to do it. It's a bit like this. It's a bit like ramming down someone's throat all day long that you've got to have a database and you've got to run it and you've got to work it. Got to have a database, got to run it, got to work it. And, you know, that's great for a lot of people, but for 50% of people, they don't do that. And to keep wasting energy on keep telling people and keep training that when they're never going to do it, what I've done is I said, well, let's not do it then, but let's concentrate on the things that you're really good at. And so I've embraced that. And what that's done is it's actually lifted my whole business to a whole new level again. So, you know, stock run. Stock run's great for inexperienced staff. They can see the market. If you want to condition a vendor, do a stock run, bring all your stock through and get them, bash them down on price. Or you can have this myth, you know, I want to bring the whole team through because they're all working with all these buyers, and, you know, we're just going to, you know, you're going to have offers everywhere. And, you know, so yeah, we don't have time for that. I don't believe that spin. We don't do it. You know, if I'm working with a buyer and I've showed them a house, they didn't buy it, and I think, gee, you know, one that Nicole's got at the moment might suit, or they ring me about a house accidentally, I'll just give them Nicole's details, and Nicole would I'd contact Nicole and she would contact the buyer and get them through. Most people, 99.9% of people, my analysis, my study that I've done is either use the newspaper or the internet to find stock. The agent is secondary. Agent is secondary. Those days are gone. With media today, I think you know, ringing people up and informing them about properties and all that, those days are gone. It's much more dollar productive to tell people, you know, go to one of the real estate portals, have a look, and they will, you'll see the listing there straight away. So again, it's, you know, it's changing a business to suit the technology that's available and around. So again, you know, no stock run, we don't do any cross-selling, and nothing more infuriating. You've worked on a piece of stock for 2 years, you know, you've got a great big campaign, you're about to launch the first page, and you've got some punk that's, I call them parasites, that don't do the hours that you do, but just want to make a quick 10, 15, 20% off a sale. Can I get a buy through the property? It's just wrong. It sucks the air out of an office. And, you know, all of my guys know that all of their hard work is always rewarded. They're always going to make the full commission. And that's a good culture in my opinion. And, you know, again, our results prove that. I think we're at about 42 listings, 32 sales. For the month, still a week to go. So, you know, on track. The goal was 600 sales this year. That's not going to happen. You know, we'll probably hit around the 500 mark is probably more realistic. So still, you know, a good, you know, heading in the right direction. But you know, I've had to do it the way as when I was a top selling agent. I've got to put that, you know, methodology into my business, not listen to someone else that doesn't do it. Because the stuff I'm doing in my business works. I've got the data, I've got the stats, and I've got the results to back it up. So, you know, the moral of this story is you've got to be your own truth and do what works, not what everybody else is doing. That's the video blog for today.